This is a teardown of an Altec Lansing ACS54 subwoofer, and this was a part of a surround sound setup apparently, because it has multiple inputs and outputs. But the little plastic around the wood covering is peeling, and I don't have the rest of the speakers for it, so it has no value to me. Also, someone else has tried taking it apart before me, so it'll be interesting to see what we find. Yeah, these screws feel very loose, so I'm guessing that one's tight. Someone must have blew it up before I sent it off to me. Played it a little extra loud. Be interesting to see what we see inside, if I can get it apart. Back in the day, I used to like Altec Lansing stuff. They had some nice stuff, but I've gotten a bit spoiled over the years. I don't even use computer speakers at my desk anymore. I use full-on bookshelf speakers and nice receiver or amplifier setups. But yeah, I'm wondering if there's going to be screws under these feet, which I didn't have in frame. And it's looking like yes. Yep. I'm leaving my cats unattended in my personal office right now as I'm recording this, so we'll see what I come to find once I'm done. Alright, well, can pull these wires loose. I see through the grill. Well, this is a sad little subwoofer. So, got a little pigtail there, which is kind of weird. I guess they're using that as a strain relief for the power. So, never mind. Wait, this is... So why... There must be a beefy transformer right here. What is going on though? Just trying to think about what I'm looking at here. So this is power in. Presumably this white is neutral. Goes straight to what I'm guessing is a big transformer right there. But then the hot side went into this bridge rectifier setup that the speakers were also plugged into. Yeah, because that was plugged in here. What in the world? Let's hold this in camera view. Some nice looking diodes. Beefy. I do not understand this board. And unfortunately, to get it out to see the other side, I don't think that's going to end well. Let's see here. I need a proper screwdriver for that. Oop! I have my safety glasses on. I have little metal rings flying in my eyes. Don't want that. Oh, there's the other one. This goes to a fuse. So this isn't going to the driver then. How is the driver getting fed? Can't be. It must be these tiny little wires. And drivers, or that little other thing is connected there. What a bizarre... What in the world? I'm trying to think about what the point of that was even. I guess they were trying to make it user serviceable? This must be the fuse for the hot, but surely there's an easier way than sending it through inside the subwoofer. I can pull the driver out. One other thing I notice is this long and narrow port. I wonder if this is going to be a transmission line design for the subwoofer. We will find out if there's any fancy baffling system inside. This just looks like something somebody cobbled together randomly while they were bored at night. Of course, this is glued in really well. It's not like I was going to save this driver anyways, but I didn't really want to best it up. Alright, so I guess there's little wires on this connector for the driver. And I got a little bit baffled in there. I'm not a huge expert on subwoofer design, or really much of anything, but I believe the purpose of the transmission line subwoofers is basically to extend the distance the air has to go, and then gives a little bit more low end. Kind of like how an organ works with the big pipes, but I'm not super good at that kind of stuff, so correct me if I'm wrong. What in the world? This is just a mess. Also, that wire is all chewed up. I don't know if that's from... Oh, yeah, actually I bet. Let's think here, which way was this oriented? I bet it rubbed through on the edge of the driver. And that was the hot, so if it was touching anything that was part of the circuit, that would not have been fun. Here's the transformer. 13.5 volts, 4 amps. Could probably use this charged car battery. Well, with a bridge rectifier. But, what in the heck? I'm not smart enough to figure this out, so I'm going to quit thinking about it because it's making my brain hurt. Looks like these two yellow wires are the outputs. So, I guess the fuse is for the output, not the input. I don't remember. No. No, alright. No, that's okay. This makes more sense. Because this, I believe, was on this side, which is the line in. So this is the line in fuse. And then this bridge rectifier is rectifying the AC voltage coming out of the transformer. So, yeah, that makes sense. Just a really weird way of doing it. And, yeah, I would have expected a fuse holder or an inline fuse, and not all this. I mean, I don't know why they didn't put the bridge rectifier on the amplifier board, but yeah, interesting. And I guess not really much else to see in there. You see this little baffle here that my hand's touching, and basically there's a cavity that goes down and under. Basically restricts the airflow, and somehow through the magic of sound gives it a little bit more bass. Alright, let's pull off the amplifier and controller board now. You really screwed this down. I guess the thing would be shaking and rattling, so. Lot of screws. Alright, there we go. Here's the amplifier board. All through-hole components. Some Axon capacitors. They're all, wow, all some Axon. Just looking at up close with my eyes instead of doing it through the camera. 2 different amplifier chips, presumably for all these outputs. Focus. This would have had the volume control along with the right speaker, and these are just regular speaker outputs, but with RCA instead of banana plug or binding posts, like you'd see on a nice high-end setup. Oh, but there's a lot of capacitors in here. Don't know what those chips are. A little bit of scorching on the board. Something was getting warm around here. Oh, look. A bunch of surface mount stuff on the bottom. That's kind of cool. Get it right way at the world. Some stuff made by JRC. There goes faceplate. But, yeah. I don't know. There's a little bit more in there than I was expecting. I am surprised with the size of this transformer for the power delivery. 13.5 volts at 4 amps. It's like 50 watts, give or take. Don't feel like doing the math in my head. Alright, I'm gonna do the math in my head. 54 watts. So, yeah, I don't know. This little driver is kind of cute, but I don't have any use for it, so this will all get recycled, unfortunately. But either way, hopefully that was interesting, and thanks for watching.